let's get into session 40 of this campaign. We've hit the 40. So, last time...
Turn on my music.
Let's see, if I can remember, last time we left off, the party... Give me a second, I'm pulling a total brain fart. What did we do last time? Because it was such a short session.
I found out about Dad. We're gonna go to dinner, and then I want to go see Dad.
Right, so, I remember now. In the very short session we had the prior week, or in the last session that we had, Corra discovered the location of her biological father, is set to see them in the following day, and during the night, Dearest was helping train his horse, when he had...
I will be right back. I gotta let my dog...
Okay. When he was training his horse at night, when he had an encounter with some guards that seemed to be dragging
some racist guards.
Racist guards who seemed to be dragging a body. And then he went back to this. Then he went back to the stall, and we came to the next morning. This is where we pick up. So, I know Corra has plans to go see her father before... Oh yeah, and that's right. This is the day that you guys are going to be meeting with the Strongscar family. Totally remember the name. And I know that Corra has plans prior to go seek her biological father. But before we get to that, does anyone else have any plans for the day before the dinner?
I have totally studied my giant soul sucker. I don't need to do that anymore. I am super proficient.
Yes, you feel that you have studied it enough that you can confidently use it.
And nothing. I am now just a bump on a log.
a bump with some knowledge. Bob, Dearest.
How long do we have?
I would say since now it's morning, I'll say you have... Give me a second, I'm doing that. About 7-8 hours.
8 hours? Okay, bet. I'm gonna cast my awaken spell.
Okay.
On my horse.
Oh yeah, the casting time on it was 8 hours, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll say
and it lasts for 30 days.
Cool. All right, so I'll say that you go on. I'll say this time because you don't have to worry about keeping your eyes open for anything. You will successfully cast this spell.
Wonderful.
What if Hugbear goes in and it's like, hey, do you want breakfast? Hey, are you concentrating on something? Hey, you should really try. I'm just kidding.
Hugbear with nothing to do.
Up, readies the stick to poke again.
He takes the back of his glaive. Hey.
Don't skip breakfast.
What's
It's so important.
touch do again? No.
Oh no.
Roll initiative. No. All right.
Is that going to make you fashionably late for this dinner, or 8 hours till we have to leave?
It's 8 hours until the dinner, so he should be on time.
Okay. Well, in that case,
I think it's gonna be a situation like Corra says she'll meet you guys there. Dearest is gonna meet you there, unless you go see him at the stables.
I assume Hugbear is gonna go with me.
Yeah, this guy could stab you.
Okay. Bob or Takari, you got anything else? You got anything?
I wanted to cast sending to either Dior or Fenris to see if they can't find any information on Cedric the wizard, or
Fucking Cedric.
There was one more thing that I got. Take a look at my notes.
Hey, Bob, do you want to come
and
meet your
Strongscars.
grandfather?
I wrote it down in my notes.
Okay.
So I wanted to learn anything about the Cedric guy or the Strongscars.
Okay. All right.
And
I will get back to
preferably Dior. Dior is more the scholar.
Got you. Okay. Okay. So I'll say you do get in contact with Dior, and he replies back saying that he will send a message back once he finds something.
Okay.
Bob?
If Corra wants her to go with, she will go with.
It's up to y'all. I at least need one person to go. And I know Hugbear is like the obvious, but...
Hugbear's like 2 people.
If Takari will be okay by herself, I can go with her too.
You might want to take Takari with you.
Takari's sending messages. And...
Takari's not allowed to be alone.
That's fair.
Oof.
What, in this city where people are obviously being kidnapped and taken away? Why not?
Why not?
We'd be able to find them.
Yeah.
Risk
Like
it.
you did the last time.
Risk it. I dare
It's
you.
fine. You're just eaten by the fucking mind flayer.
There's also
What's
that.
the worst that could happen?
They would stop.
Death.
I was thinking that if they ate Bob, they'd starve.
Christ.
And it just came out wrong. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Worst case
Anyways.
scenario, I die.
Alright, so, okay, so I guess for now, we'll do, Corra's thing. So I know Hugbear's going. Is Bob going?
Bob will probably stay with Takari to make sure that she's safe.
Okay, good to know.
She's got her stick and her gun, and she's like walking back and forth from where in front of where Takari is.
On constant guard duty.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we'll catch up. So we find ourselves near the tavern with Corra and Hugbear. Corra and Hugbear, why don't you make perception checks for me?
Perception. Look at you with your 31.
Christ.
You on a
She's
mission?
nervous. She's nervous. She knows all.
Corra, you notice everything. Hugbear, I'm gonna say you have a hard time, but Corra, compared to Corra,
Okay.
who
18. You see nothing, you idiot.
God. So with a natural 20, I will give you. So yes, you do find his home, and I will say that it is amongst the more. It is the. There's the houses that house some of the more higher class, which is like normal houses out in like Novia style, and then there's the middle class that lives in houses where Novia style is more run down, and then there are the rundowns in which they're barely buildings. And you come to a rundown building in which you could barely see that the door has a very faded shade of I believe it was green that said the door was. And then while you're looking, you look up and near you can see those 2 mind flayers just observing. Not observing you two in particular, but just watching.
I'm gonna try to be as discreet as possible. And I'm gonna like link my arm through Hugbear's with do you see them too?
You now see
Device.
the mind flayers.
Oh. Shit. Think about something gross. I just think about like the worst poop I've ever had in a forest.
Okay.
All of them.
I will.
By the time we have the conversation with the mind flayers, it's just be like, what is wrong with you?
No, he gave a facial expression of what's wrong with you.
You guys see them? Are you thinking something gross?
Corra is thinking about that one time we rolled the nat one to make pancakes and what they tasted like.
Okay, you guys think of that, and you thought of that for no reason. And as you guys go up to the house.
Always on defense, man. Always on defense.
Gotta be prepared. I respect it.
Are you ready for this?
Is there such thing as ready?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're not ready, we can go and just come back when you are ready.
I mean, I'm as ready as I think I'll ever be.
Then after you.
And we'll go up to the door, and I'd like to inspect the door and see if I can, not necessarily see if there's magic or traps or anything, but like kind of get a sense of like how often it's used, if he's been here a while, if the house is still in use and stuff like that.
Make an investigation check.
Will an 18 do?
18. You examine the door, and you can tell that this door has been used a lot, because you can see like there's you can see the rust on the on the little of the door hinge that you can see. Then there's also the door knob is also rusty. Then the paint, like I said, is nearly gone. There's just that tiny shade of green that makes it noticeable of being green. And
she'll knock.
All right. You knock. 10 seconds go by. 15 seconds go by. 20 seconds, and then you hear footsteps approach, and the door sort of swings almost aggressively open inward to the house. And remind me, what was your which part of half elf are you? You're half high elf?
Yeah.
Okay. Just need to remind myself. I couldn't remember if it was high or drow. You see a male high elf with brown hair knotted up to the back. You see he's got a little bit of scruff on his face. He smells of alcohol and booze.
A scruffy elf.
As he opens the door and says, "Can I help you?"
Does he look like her at all?
There
Other
are,
than, like,
the ears and the hair do look like they're from a mirror.
I was sent here, or told where you would be. Might we come in to have a word?
Look, I already told her the last time, but I've already told the person previously the last time, but I am not interested in your cookies. I know it's a trap.
Wait, cookies are a trap here?
Yes, I'm guessing
s'mores ones are
I'm guessing
fire,
you've
though.
never fell for it.
No, thank you for the warning.
No problem.
Can't even fucking trust cookies.
I am not a Girl Scout.
Oh. Then...
A bit too old for that these days.
No, I think that's Takari, right? Takari in our group is the Girl Scout.
Your niece is a Girl Scout.
Okay.
Mare is a Girl Scout.
Then forgive my accusation. You can come in if you want. And he steps to the side with arm gesturing to walk in.
I'll follow him in.
Yeah, how big is this door frame? Can I get through easy?
You'll have to duck.
Piece of shit. Okay. I hobble in.
You know, you don't have to call my father names.
What? What did I say?
You walk in and you see there's the wood. This place looks like it can fall at any minute. The furniture is just, you see the furniture is like sort of, majority of the furniture is just like broken or just really worn out. You can see there's like one light source which is a lantern that's on the center of a table. And there's like leaks everywhere. You see, like, you can tell there are leaks because there are buckets on the floor. And it's a one floor house. And you can see this little like cot bed on like in a corner. In which you also see bottles at almost every place that you look. Forgive my mess. I don't usually have guests over.
I mean, I'd assume not, seeing as, you know, you've been missing all these years.
Yeah, like I was literally in a cage, forced to kill my own friends, and it was cleaner than this.
I don't know if I should take that as a compliment.
No, you definitely shouldn't. This is a pig bed.
Yeah, it is a pigsties, yes. Odds be. All right.
If I knew magic and could press digitation, every step I took, I would.
Unfortunately, neither of us know magic.
So,
though, you know, when you have kids, they're a great help for cleaning.
And you guys see that he's arranged. He sees scraped like that one the one table with the light. He's pushed off whatever like plates or silverware that was on his. Moved some chairs over and goes, sits down one of them. Have a seat if you want.
Corra, after you, I'm afraid if I sit down, I'll break it.
Understandable. Corra will sit down.
Okay.
Delicately.
All right. Make a dexterity saving throw for me. You go to sit down and you manage to catch yourself. You catch yourself and the chair just collapses underneath you. Shit. Looks like I'm down to 2 chairs now. I'll have to see about... I may not see about it.
Blatantly to Hugbear, Corra's gonna say, you know, I expected more.
Oh, you hear such good things about the high elves. What troubles befell you?
Well, a lot, but mainly, I would say the new leaders, because ever since these strong shits have taken control, have become the new leaders, they have done some very questionable things. That's if you want to get into politics.
Well, we've been away for some time. Do you mind elaborating for us?
What, are you from here?
Unfortunately.
I lived here for many a year.
Well, I would say you, fairy one, are the lucky one here.
Because I got out?
No, it's because you don't live here.
Oh, yeah.
But essentially, they have done some policies and movements in which there were more favorites for some people. And then they've also done some, and along those actions, they've also given consequences to other people. This wasn't my house of choosing. I was forced here.
Where were you before this?
I was in a more decent house. I was in a more middle class, but didn't have as many leaks, nor it wasn't look like it's gonna fall apart. But one day I was just told that I needed to move, that I needed to get out. No, I wasn't falling behind on my payments. I wasn't breaking any laws, or at least they didn't catch me breaking any laws. But
just kidding, where the feds are bop. Sure.
Was it just yourself?
no, there were many other. There were other people like me who were forced out of their homes to go live someplace shittier, or if you were lucky like me, you were able to find a place of your own. There were many others who were just either who would die on the streets or try to leave the horrible region outside of this mountain and try to make a better life. As far as I know, all my friends who left Swueb died just by trying to travel through.
Were you at least alone when this happened? No family? No one was hurt with you?
I'm pretty sure if I was the only one that got hurt.
No, you had an old lady.
I wouldn't. Well, I would imagine she's not in her brightest age, but I am unaware. As far as I know, I don't have any children. I don't have any strings, but as far as I know, it's just me. Why? As he gives this sort of like concerned look.
Pure curiosity. Oh, I believe we've gone without introductions. What is your name?
knew I wasn't prepped enough. My name is Haimo.
I'm Hugbear.
No last name? Pulling a share, pulling a Hugbear?
We don't have last names according to the new leaders. We are just going by a first name, as we're not worthy of a last name, apparently.
Just because they took one away doesn't mean you don't have one.
That is true, but can't really do anything now, can you?
Depends on who you ask.
And who might you be?
I still don't have a name. I can't fully introduce myself without a full name, can I? Would it be fair to give you mine without one in return?
I told you my name. It's Haimo.
Very well.
Make a
My name is...
Make a persuasion.
Okay, persuasion?
Make a
Cool.
persuasion roll, yeah.
I don't have good persuasion. Let's see how this goes.
And yet rolls a natural 20. Fucking
God
Christ.
said Corra deserves some goddamn answers.
There you go.
Fine. Haimo. Excuse me. I'm a little intoxicated. Give me a sec. Haimo Gala Nodel. Yes, that last one is... Yes, that weird sound is my last name.
Gala
Nodel.
Gala. No bell.
One word.
Gotcha.
Happy?
We'll go with that. My name is Corra. Iliren.
You see his expression, you see his eyes widen a bit, and he goes, "Pardon? What? You said your last name was?"
Iliren.
What is your mother's name? Just out of curiosity.
I take it you already know the answer to that.
Shit.
Yeah, she's not in her, peak age and all that.
Wait. Then are... Oh shit.
Yeah, we're actually here for child support, but I don't think we can take anything.
Do you honestly think I have child support? I mean, look.
I mean, I'm not necessarily a child anymore.
Back pay. Back pay.
Oh, did it just get warmer in here? Hold on. And then he goes to get up, slips on a bottle. Shit! It falls down.
He goes to the store to get milk.
I gotta go get cigarettes. I'll be right back.
He gets back up, minding his feet, walks over to the sink, grabs a cup, fills it with water, and just immediately chugs it. Are you serious? Are you serious that you're my daughter?
I mean, you're the one who said it, not me. But if the shoe fits. I was under the assumption that you left. Me, that is, not necessarily the town.
I was not told of your existence. Just one day, your mother was very upset at me for reasons I still couldn't figure out why. But I think I'm starting to understand why she was having these mood swings. Though those make sense now.
All the vomiting.
That
Always
too.
grumpy, like rub my feet every night. Yeah. And then you left.
And she was complaining about her weight. But so forgive me if I seem out of it more than just the alcohol, but again, I wasn't aware of your existence.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Go ahead.
I don't necessarily trust this man yet. Well,
with everything that's happening with you right now, I mean, I know you
going
still,
through a little.
I know it's still 16, but natural one's a natural one.
Yeah.
But you can't tell whether he's telling the truth or if he's lying. With you're a bit preoccupied of being overwhelmed from this confrontation.
That's valid.
Emotions are running high. Hugbear, make a perception. Make a perception check for me, Hugbear.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You take a glance over at Corra and you see that she is starting to slightly shake.
Hugbear is just going to, like always, just stand behind Corra, have a giant paw on her shoulder.
Cora's gonna try to shake herself out of it, and she's gonna look up at Hugbear. Should we ask him about the photo?
I mean, he owes you answers at very least.
If it's the photo that you're thinking of, it was one time we were both drunk. We thought it would be cool, and it turned out it wasn't, and we hid it.
Cora's gonna halfway through just plug her ears. Just, I don't need to know this. I don't need to know this.
I am going to be checking with the party if anyone knows how to locate object. We're going to find that picture. Now that I know of it.
I do not think we're speaking of the same picture.
Okay, good. Please forget what I said there. What were you saying?
Corra will pull out the book with the picture and point to the elf in the picture. Do you recognize who this is?
Give me a sec here.
fingers like shaking while trying to point at it.
He takes the photo from your hand. Looks at it, but has to adjust his eyes. I feel like I've seen him around here in the past. Didn't he live here?
That's a good question. I am unsure of who he is.
But I do feel like I've seen him before. But there was that crazy old man. But then he left one day, but don't really know who this is personally, and gives you back the photo.
I don't trust him.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight him.
Okay. You don't sense any falsehood.
Okay. Coral turned to Hugbear. Well, I guess that's another dead end on that one. Do you think I should probably tell him about Myrrh?
Oh, I couldn't possibly see somebody related to you continue to live in a shack like this.
But I don't know if it's necessarily right to keep that information. That is his bloodline at the very least.
Oh, what about a plant?
What do you think, Hugbear?
Oh, and I'll whisper just to Corra. I think we take them back to Nucleus Island, your whole fucking family. This place is a shithole.
You're likely correct in what we should do. There are a few people I would like, and then to her dad, there are a few people I would like you to meet. Looks him up and down. Perhaps after you've cleaned up a bit.
Oh, of course. When do you want to meet? Are you free? Are you free tonight?
I have a business meeting of sorts tonight. Hugbear, how long do you think it will take?
Probably the night. I mean,
All night.
and then we can do this all tomorrow. For sure.
Um,
Assuming everything goes well.
Then tomorrow evening.
Hugbear, do we want to risk if it goes badly waiting till evening? Or do you think morning would be better?
Tomorrow morning is also fine. How into the sauce is this guy? Like, do I think like does it give off like a shiesty vibe? Like if he had $1, he'd spend it on booze.
I mean, look at his surroundings. Probably.
You've not done anything to earn it except, spread your seed. But you did create my best friend for that.
You're welcome.
I'd like to thank you, but I'm not going to do that until tomorrow. So don't go running off. I don't want to have to chase you.
You can't.
He runs very quickly.
Again, I didn't know your existence, okay? But...
No, I understand. I'm just saying, now that you know, if the urge to run is hitting you, don't do that because there is money and booze in front of you. If you stay.
I wasn't planning on leaving for the rest of my life. So, I don't see myself going anywhere.
Good. Maybe, recycle some of these bottles. Maybe
You can get like 5 copper a bottle if you recycle them.
You do that, you get yourself, something nice to wear tomorrow.
That is if the kids don't try to steal them off me.
Yeah, no, they're shits. I mean, if you had been a father, maybe you'd know how to talk to them.
I mean, I did the same shit as a kid. So...
He would have learned by raising you how to talk to these children.
I know I was right when I said that I didn't know it existed, yet that comment still hurt. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I will... So
we will see you...
Where do you want to meet? Here? Or would you rather go someplace that's more of an establishment?
I would prefer to meet on common ground. We'll meet at the market at 8.
AM or PM?
AM.
PM. Alright.
AM.
AM. Alright. I will do that.
Very well. Well, we will take our leave at this time. We have a long day to prepare for. And they'll head out.
It was nice. It was nice meeting you, Corra.
She will nod at him but not respond.
As I leave the door, I'm gonna be like, just to Corra, I'm just gonna, what the fuck am I, chopped liver?
And thank you.
She lets out a small snort at that.
And thank you, Hugbear, was it?
Yeah. Your daughter's protected.
Thank you for watching her all those years.
Yeah, no, you owe me.
For sure.
I do have a habit of getting into shenanigans, she whispers. I didn't get kidnapped.
No one is safe.
The first place Corra is going to go after this is she's going to go to the Thieves Guild. And she wants to ask to have someone look over him to make sure he doesn't try to flee or like pass on their meeting to anyone. Because she still doesn't fully trust this man yet.
Or, get eaten by a mind flare or taken by guards or... Wait, we don't know that's happening.
Shush. You get to the Thieves Guild. Would anyone else be... No, Dearest is busy with the horse at this point. Where are Takari and Bop at? Are they still just camping at...
I'm playing with my horse.
Yeah, I know that. Takari and Bop.
They would have probably still been in the Thieves Guild. They probably wouldn't have gone anywhere. Because Takari is waiting on the message.
Yep.
And the papers from the library.
Okay. Yep. I would say you would have gotten the paper. Right, I still need to get you that. Okay.
Watching Takari, making sure she doesn't get kidnapped again.
Remind
and then
me.
she's
remind
probably.
Me.
What?
Remind me about those papers. They were from.
They were from those books from the Fearsome Five, and then There was a picture of possibly in a different book or something like that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So you go into Thieves Guild, you see Takari and Bop there. You talk to you see Maithray. You see that there's also Maithray who looks uneasy behind the counter. There's also Zarn who's at the counter having a drink. Muted.
I will talk to Maithray about it.
Okay. You approach, she goes, "Oh. Hi, Corra."
Hello. Do you know anything about the man with the green door? Explains like the part of town and everything, like near the market and all that.
Yes, I do know that section. Why?
I need you to keep an eye on him. Make sure that he doesn't try to leave town, and make sure that he doesn't try to talk to anyone about the visit he was paid this morning.
She looks over towards Zarn, and sees Zarn looks back and goes, Don't worry, I'm sure he'll come back when you're gone." And she goes, "Okay. Sorry, Tethrak left to go do some scouting yesterday and he hasn't returned. And I'm getting a little... I haven't heard from him, so I'm getting a little worried. I think that I may be just overthinking things. I'll take on your mission. Just help me distract me from that."
Or I'll put a hand on her shoulder.
He better not be in fucking jail again. And
I'm sure he's fine. We'll keep an eye and an ear out as we go out and about.
Thank you. And she disappears.
Do I know who that is? Like description?
What, of her brother?
Yeah.
We've met him.
Yeah, you met him as you first found the Thieves Guild entrance.
I mean, both of us would have known him from before, right?
Yeah, they're twins.
And we should probably get ready for tonight.
Bob, are you ready to be fancy as shit?
Yeah.
Takari.
Fine, I'll go change.
And Takari, as you're getting up, you hear a voice in your head, and it's Dior. And he replies with, "Hey Takari, just finished looking around a bit. So from what I can tell, Cedric was this mad wizard, and he's appeared at a lot of places on this country, on Zykrant, and weirdly enough, most places that he left or entered, there would be a storm around the same time that he was there. I'm gonna investigate this a little more."
I can't reply, can I?
Sending, you can.
I can?
Yeah, it's a sending message.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sending spell.
Sorry, I saw something weird outside my backyard.
Hope you're good. It's Ohio.
Yeah, apparently I have a groundhog neighbor.
Oh.
He comes into my yard every once in a while. I saw him yesterday.
Nice.
He's huge. I thought he was a cat first, but no, not a cat. Takari will reply, thank you, keep me posted. Did you find anything about the Strongscars?
He replies back with, only that they're the current rulers of Swueb. I was told that they did reside in Egron, but I heard things weren't as good for them in Egron, and they were forced out.
Why were they forced out?
Doesn't say.
Making him cast all of his sending spells.
It goes, this is my last sending. I don't know why they were kicked, but I feel that the leaders may wanted to keep that secret.
Alright, thank you. Keep me posted.
You don't get a reply
And then, yeah. Takari will turn to the group before she goes off to change into her nice attire. Apparently, from my brother, the Strongscars were kicked out of Egeron. He doesn't know why yet, but seems to be like they want to keep that on a down low.
They weren't cool enough to be one of the color families?
From what the information he gave me, no.
I
You
mean,
just said-
we do have an alliance with them. We could reach out to them.
We could. You want me to try?
It would probably be for the best if you did. It'd be
Okay.
appreciated.
Anyone in particular that you want me to contact?
Let me go look at my notes. I don't remember which of the colored people. That's not the statement I should use. Which of the color families we're closest with?
There you go. That's how you say it. There were here. I could tell you this. The families you met were the magentas, orange, teal, gray, beige. Who did all that? Who killed the host, Mr. Corpse, and there was black.
Oh no, who do y'all think we should contact? Obviously not the beige.
Whoever was
Maybe we do
the
contact the beige.
Gray.
we could try who is ever part of the domestic affairs.
Gray.
That'd be the Greys.
Great.
Very well. We can contact the Greys. It's probably a good idea.
Okay. Takari will cast sending again.
Okay.
Anything in particular you want me to ask? Or do you want me to just ask the same question?
Probably the same question. Just to see what information we can get on them.
Okay. So she will say, this is Takari. Can you give me any information on the Strongscars?
You get a reply back. Takari who? That's all you get.
Wow.
So disrespectful.
Bop, get rid of the plants.
I have plans for you. All you plants they die.
Like, I am trying to think of something to say. I'm like,
I would tell you that response sounded genuine. It didn't sound assholey.
I know, but I was hoping for at least the daughter to answer, not the
Oh, okay, gotcha.
older lady, so
okay.
I can get a little bit more information.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so in that case, you get a reply saying, "Takari from Nothliasile? Well, Strongscars are... They were weird. Kept pushing to be leaders. We'll ask my mother for more information." And then that's all you get.
Okay. She'll just turn back to Coral. The daughter is going to find more information, but hopefully she gets back to us soon.
At this point, I guess that's all we can hope for. Thank you.
Yeah.
We should start getting ready.
Yeah, at some point we need to go find the old horse boy. He's probably in the stable. I'll go get him.
When Hugbear leaves, Corra will turn to Bop.
Bless you.
Bless you.
May I help you with your hair? I need something to do with my hands.
Okay. It's probably all gnarled and unbrushed as well.
There's a pine cone in there somewhere.
Hey, that's my friend.
Just bits of like pancake, and I'm just like,
This is why Hugbear wants to eat you.
I always smell like syrups.
Syrups and pancakes.
Christ.
And old bacon.
How can you even blame me?
Right. Bop will drag out her trusty lavender dress that she bought ages ago. It's probably been
wedding dress.
it's probably been like patched and repatched and had a blood stain we had to get out. I think we fought in it once.
It was a blood stain. It's not purple anymore. We re-dyed it to match like that dark red blood color because we couldn't get the blood all the way out.
It could use some work.
It's getting there.
I mean, we could always get you a new dress if we have time.
Get like a tailor.
Do we have time? Oh, magical guide person.
Probably not.
Well, I guess we're not getting
and,
you.
And plus a tailor in Swueb. You think there is one?
If they are, they're inappropriate.
I mean, I didn't say it was going to be a nice dress, but it could be a dress.
Why don't we wait until we get home to our fashion lady in this thing, and we'll get me a dress. That's okay for now.
Very well. Gives me more time to deal with this rat's nest, anyways.
Just like pulling at Bop's head. Bop's like,
Ow. Ow.
ow.
Ow.
She puts your hair in some like nice little like a braid that like goes around your head, and you
Alright.
look cute.
If we're doing
Since
that,
it's the ears.
if we're doing that, make me. What would this be?
My hand.
I will say, make a dexterity check for me.
shit. My hands are still shaky.
Oh no.
Have 9,000 inspiration.
Okay, I'll use my inspiration.
All right,
You
go
have to
ahead.
use your inspiration for that.
Roll a 1, roll a 1.
There you go.
21.
I do it once and I'm like, that's not good enough. And then just redo it.
You have to fight through the stickiness that will, like, maybe maple syrup that's in her hair, maybe have her wash her hair, but you get it all nice and breedy and purdy.
No, water.
Bob's one weakness. She's a vampire.
We pulled. Okay, you know that you know those people on TikTok that's piggies or bunnies. I asked Bob that. Piggy, do you want piggies or bunnies today?
Bunnies.
Bunnies. Okay, we're gonna do 2 little bunnies then.
Okay.
Come on, figure it out.
All right.
I'll send you a TikTok later, Lynova.
I've seen it. I just...
You want piggies or bunnies?
Christ. Alright, so, Hugbear, you said you were heading to the stables?
Yeah.
Alright. I would say at this point, Dearest, you are getting to the end of your spell casting. Could you remind me what that spell does?
Here, hang on. Let me see if I can. Can I? Hang on, let me do the thing.
There should be
Give
a
me
button.
a second. I know there's a button. I'm looking for the spell.
No, not the red one.
No, not the red one.
But they're kind of red on my screen.
There.
Wow. You touch the target must no intelligence or intelligence of 3 or less. Target gains an intelligence of 10. Target also gains the ability to speak one language you know. Target's a plant gains the ability to move with the sun. Your DM chooses statistics appropriate for the awakened plant. Awakened beast or plant is charmed for you, charmed by you for 30 days or until you and your companions do anything harmful to it.
Wait, can I get marijuana and awaken it, and it sounds like Bob Marley?
I don't have the voice of Bob Marley in my head.
This breaks my heart. No,
I had something else in mind, if you wish to go with that.
no, I'm not going to do that anytime soon.
Okay. So, you awaken the horse.
I'd say he probably knows common.
Okay, cool.
Does he have the ability to speak common?
To speak one language
Yep.
language you know.
So it's I basically made Donkey in Shrek 2.
Gotcha. I'm here for it.
Dude, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Okay.
Hey, what you
Ow.
doing?
And so you cast a spell of the horse, you see the horse eyes widen and go, wait a minute. Why am I suddenly be aware of my own surroundings now?
Rio, calm down.
What are you talking about? Why are you telling me to calm down? Why don't you calm down?
I am calm. That's why I'm not yelling.
Then why are you yelling?
I'm not. That's the point. You're yelling.
Oh.
Breathe. You're okay.
So
I cast a spell, so you have some average intelligence now. Average for us.
you're
not
calling
for
me
horse.
dumb?
You were,
Now I'm smart.
and now you're not. For a horse, you're about average for a human.
I will still take the compliment.
Gonna look a Hugbear. Yes?
What in the fuck have you done to that horse?
He just explained it. I made him smart.
He's made me smarter. Probably smarter than you.
don't think so.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know how smart you are. Honestly,
I
barely
have.
know
I
you.
didn't. I have the
Dearest, make an
thing of
Arcana check for me.
intelligence.
A what?
Arcana check.
Arcana check. Okay.
The thing the Hugbear's pointing at is magical, but you don't know what it is or what it does.
Okay. I'm gonna flat out. Okay.
Makes me smarter than your average bear.
Ah. I swear I've heard that somewhere before.
Have you ever been around like Yellowstones?
Picnic.
A few times.
It's a saying around Yellowstone.
I took my girlfriend on a picnic there once.
There you go. Oh, that girl. I'm so sorry.
I wish I knew what yellow was, but I'm colorblind.
If you're gonna do this Eddie Murphy thing, I'm fucking out. I'm killing this
horses-
horse immediately.
Okay, Antonio.
I will. No, okay. I just googled it. Horses can identify some colors. They see yellow and blue the best, but they cannot recognize red. So every other color they can recognize, though.
Excellent.
So he knows what yellow is.
Correction, I know what yellow is.
I hate it so much. Can I kill this
That
horse?
is terrifying, and I'm not sure what will happen if you bring a talking horse into regular, everyday society. Well, it should be fun.
It'll make training him a lot easier.
Training?
Yes, training.
What would I need training for?
Yeah, what you've done is you've
If
unlocked attitude.
If someone comes at you with a sword or a crossbow and starts shooting at you, what are you going to do?
I kick him! And he holds off his hooves.
Okay.
And if they try to shoot me, I'm fast. I'll just run.
Yes, that's what we're going to train you to do, though, so you do that more efficiently. So you're better at it. Because right now, you're average for a horse.
I feel like
got
you're
your
insulted. I feel like you're insulting me now.
No, I said you're average. I could say you're shit, but you're average.
Honestly, if you just start talking at any enemy, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't fire. So try that even.
Yeah, that would probably scare them a little bit.
Just like start screaming at like peak volume and they'll run.
Scream? You mean like this?
No. Just grab the muzzle. No. Don't talk around people. You talk around the people that we trust. And Hugbear.
That's fair. No, that's
How
totally
long have
fair.
I known you?
Less than 36 hours.
Exactly. Only around the people we trust. Only around the people we trust. Specifically, I trust until you can develop a good sense of who to trust and not. Yeah, I can't understand you. I'm gonna let it go.
I mean, I don't really trust you much, so should I be trusting you what you're trusting?
Considering I'm the one who bought you and I'm caring for you and I'm the one who's going to be training you.
Taking back with you.
Just gave you this great boon of intelligence.
Yeah.
Bob can convince all kinds of animals to do all kinds of stuff.
Alright, then I trust you.
Like not eating us.
If you're good, in the morning, we're making waffles.
Waffles!
What is that?
You'll see.
Are those
You'll see.
those round, not yellow or blue things that he gave me yesterday? And now,
Those are apples. It's like a bread.
what's a bread?
I'll bring you some bread in a minute.
Okay.
Just, I'm feeding you. I'm caring for you. Don't talk around normal people. I will introduce you to people and tell you it's okay to talk around them. That's how you know who to trust.
Got you. I will not talk to anyone else except for you and Hugbear.
Thank you.
That's the furry one, right?
Yes, that's a furry one.
All right. I will not talk.
With the tiara.
I don't know what that is, but I will just go with it.
I'm going to turn around and look at Hugbear. So, what did you need?
Oh, it's time for dinner. The dinner. The Last
Right.
Supper, if you will.
Hopefully nobody betrays us.
How long have I known you?
Less than 36 hours.
Yeah, no, everything should go fine.
Let me get suitably dressed.
Hurts himself in the process.
It's myself in banging my knee on the desk. Yeah, so he is going to. Did I actually do that thing that I wanted to do? No?
Did you?
Cool.
Did you do the thing that you wanted to do?
No, I didn't. I don't have fancy clothes. I have his normal clothes. So he's going to probably find somewhere that he can strip down to his skinnies and wash his clothes before heading over there.
Wow,
So that
these
he
clothes
looks
look 50
presentable.
years younger.
Yeah. Not covered in ash.
As you take a close, you see that one of the there's a horse in this, another horse in the stable just, and then you see your horse turns to him and goes, "Quiet! We're not supposed to talk to anyone besides not normal people."
No, that you can do. You can neigh like a normal horse.
I don't think she was neighing at you.
I don't know what she said.
You don't want to know.
Either way, how she talked, you can talk around normal people. You can talk like we do around our people.
Just stares at you.
I might have to get one of these for your horse.
No, with my magic combined with that, we do not want to see what monster that would bring out. He'd probably start moving things with his mind.
I will look for another one of these.
No!
Hugbear's found his next tax.
Gotta go clean my clothes.
Okay. So you eventually clean your clothes and
Yeah.
you guys gather around and prepare to head off to meet the fucking wrong notes up Strongscar family and meet up for dinner. But we're gonna take a break here. Back. Let's pick up from here.
I don't need ice cream.
Good. So you guys have prepped yourselves for the dinner with the Strongscars and are currently heading over to the Pale Cut family estate as they have agreed to host. What would you like to do as you approach the estate?
Why are all these people named after injuries?
Wait, what?
Because obviously they don't know how to fight.
Takari will knock on the door.
Takari's just like, fuck you people, go ahead.
All right.
Like,
Takari's too scared of getting kidnapped again.
All right. Knock on the door. The door
No.
opens. You see there's a maid, and she goes, yes. Who are you?
We're from the party from North Isle.
Ah, yes. The masters have been expecting you. Come in. Come in. So far, you are the first guest to arrive.
Seems a lot like the last time we were the first guest to arrive.
How many guests are expected?
Only 2 more, which is the ruling family, the Strongscars.
Are we early then?
No, you're just on time. Would you allow me to escort you to the dining area?
Very well.
And she leads you through and takes you to this dining area in which you see, which it is empty for now. And as all of you enter, the maid goes, I will fetch the masters and bring them down to you as soon as possible. Please be patient. And closes the door behind you, and you guys are left there.
If they ask, I went to the bathroom. And I'm gonna stealth.
Alright, what do you...
I want to stay kind of within the room, but where like I can kind of have a vantage.
But you're still hiding yourself from everyone else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to see, because I've had experience with them before. I want to see what they'll say when I'm not there.
Okay.
Who the hell are you, Batman?
Mm-hmm.
Where did Corra go? And you're just like hiding behind the curtains.
Essentially, yeah.
What did you
Okay,
do?
now.
What did you do?
What did you do?
It's just Bob singing.
Okay.
My eyes are on Dearest and see what their body language is giving off.
Murder.
Eagerness. He's not even trying to hide it. Eagerness, annoyance, nervousness.
Murder.
I could have swore we invited Corra to this thing, but you know how that goes.
She went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Bob's just kind of looking around the room, like what she can see in the room from where they're at.
This place looks... I mean, your group has been to several dining halls, like the one in Esh, like you've been to the dining hall that's in Eshubia, Egron,
Hestein?
and Hestein, yes.
Ash, quiet.
This is if there was a list, of a list of fancy looking dining halls, this one would probably be at the bottom. Most because it looks more. It almost has the size of like a dining hall, but it's
Even below ours. Damn.
yeah.
Kunzi, I would like to roll investigation because I would like to note any exits in this room.
Sure, go ahead. Investigation or perception. Doesn't fucking matter.
It would have been so much better with my perception, but because that was a plus 11.
First thing you notice is there's the window in which the window curtain is guarding. There's the window, and there were several other windows, and then there's the door that you just came through, And then there's another set of doors that look to be leading to the kitchen.
Okay. Noted.
Alright. And as you look around, you hear the door open, you quickly pump back in, and then you hear the maiden go, I present Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Pearcut. And you see Hug. Who went to see the Pearcuts?
Takari and Hugbear.
Takari and Hugbear. Alright, yeah, and so yeah, Takari, Hugbear, you are once again greeted too, but for Bob. No, Hugbear, Takari, and Dearest, you are. This is not, of course, it's not the first time you guys have seen the Pearcut family. And Bob, this is your first time seeing them. And also Corra, not the first time seeing them. Bob's the only new person.
Hi, I'm Bob.
You see the you see Lana speaks. She goes, "Oh, hi, Bob. Nice to meet you."
You say nice to meet you too.
It's nice to meet you too.
And you see she gives a smile, looks up to you, Hugbear. She goes, "Is this your daughter?"
No. More like, I don't want to say pet because I plan on eating them.
Oh,
Can try.
Just kidding. It's one of my companions.
okay. Forgive me for assuming.
No, I'm also a leader of No Flea Asylum.
Huh. Well, full of surprises. And you see Rudy goes.
But he
Rudy
underestimates
goes.
the Bob.
Don't worry. The Strongscars are coming. They were running a little late with their work. Their work has kept them busy throughout the day, and they'll be here shortly.
Oh, absolutely. We should, I guess, do our introductions. Bob here has raised an entire army by themselves. They are a fierce warrior.
Of trees.
Is that so? Tree warriors. That is.
They
Very-
walk, they talk.
They beat you with stalks.
There are basically no trees down here in this cave, but
I wonder if I could grow a tree down in the cave.
well, not till you try. That was out of character.
Yeah.
So,
Takari, you've met.
yes.
Daughter of the Hestein Estates royalty.
Once again, very glad to have your presence.
The pleasure is mine.
To Corra, who you've yet to meet, they just stepped into the bathroom.
Oh, well, I hope they'll be joining us shortly. I would like to...
Corra, did you come with us before?
Not this time, but you and I have dealt with them before.
I've never. I don't know anything. I'm crazy. Corra is just in the bathroom, probably taking a log.
You could have just said the bathroom, but it's okay. Here we are.
Whenever they hear that waffles are incoming, they're like, "Wow, I better clear out space."
Well, I hope they get here. I hope they get here shortly. And who's your fifth?
And I just look over at Dearest. Where do you come from? Just kidding.
My name is Dearest.
Ah. Hello, Dearest. Are you also a leader of No Flea Asylum?
No.
Oh, then may I ask your association with with these leaders?
They rescued me from a long, undeserved imprisonment.
Oh,
Found him.
found him where precisely? If it's okay for me to ask, I'm curious.
Well, he's going to list the exact address of the house that is now burned down.
You see, Rudy tries to keep his composure. You see Lana's smile slowly fades away, and you see Rudy just, oh, that old place.
My friends were just walking the streets and came across this crumbling abode, and sure enough, our friend was just below, and they rescued him from the rubble.
Oh, you were in that fire.
I was in that house.
The one that caught on fire, yes.
Yeah, I was told the house was on fire yesterday.
It's a good thing my friends came along.
And it just goes, the room just goes silent for a couple seconds as Lana is still just
Crickets.
just intensely staring at Dearest. Anyone want to make an insight check, you can.
You know what? I will.
I will try to.
I shall.
Yeah, 17, 20.
Maybe. Am I doing this right? There we go.
Dearest, they're like, are we about to have to kill something? Are we about to have to kill something?
Dearest, you're having a hard time reading, and Hugbear, same to you. But for Corra and for Bop...
I rolled, but it's not doing anything. I'm sad.
Okay. I'll still tell. For Corra and for Bop, you can tell that she's trying to hold back some words along with some anger. And Takari, you get that too. She's that happy state she was in when she was first talking, gone.
So, about them pancakes.
Right. Why don't we? Rudy speaks up. Right. Why don't we all take a seat? It's like more talking towards Lana, and we'll have the chef start bringing in the food as he's gesturing over the door. You see one of the maids just quickly goes to the back.
Yeah.
And as that's going,
Corra's gonna be real upset that they're gonna miss out on the first round of pancakes.
as
I'll savor one.
As you say that, you hear another voice go, I present to you the Strongscar. I present to you Tiam and Shara Strongscar. And you see first, they're both human. First you see a small, like, we're talking 5'5", human male. He's got black hair, short black hair, glasses, and then you see dressed in a little bit more of like a tuxedo kind of outfit, and then you see a female human who is tall but skinny. I would say like a solid 5'10". And she's slim, and she wears this big poofy dress of colors of blue and pink.
Hugbear will stand when they arrive.
So will Takari.
You see the pale cuts have also, after just sitting down, stand back up. But you see during that, Lana was still staring at Dearest, cuts her attention away from you, puts a smile back on her face, and turns towards the family that just walked in. She goes, Well, hi there, Sherla. How was work? And you see the female speaks up and goes, Oh, Lana, it has been so tiring with all the paperwork and all of the shenanigans that goes on in town. I now understand. We now see what you have to deal with on a daily basis. You see, Rudy. For those who are look towards Rudy, you see Rudy just tries to nonchalantly just scoop through the inside of his ear.
That was a choice, my friend.
Yep.
You win. I love it.
And Ilana goes, "Yeah, it's not the easiest job." And you see the small human male speaks up and says, "Well, if I may ask, who are the other guests that have arrived here? I wasn't told there would be other here. Who are these people?" And when the maid goes, "These."
I would like to sneak to the other side of the door, like right out in the hall where they came in.
Make another stealth check for me. Fucking you pass. You do manage to sneak around everyone, and you get to cut yourself around the door, so now you're outside of the room.
Oh, I'm still hiding. But...
Yep. You see one of the main speaks up says, Rusia says, "Well, these are representatives, leaders of Nofli Style."
Hello, I am Takari Elwig. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Takari Elwig from Hestine.
I take it you heard of my father, or my brothers.
We have heard so much praise from our from the last time we were at Hestine, which was, oh, how long ago was it, dear? And you see the male goes, oh, well, that was about, I think that was like a couple years ago, and it was a very nice place, I may say. Very much enjoyed it myself.
Well, thank you. I will be sure to tell my father that you enjoyed your stay.
Thank you for being able to send that kind message. And you see the two move over, eventually take their seats near the Pale Cuff family. Then they sit, and eventually you guys will sit. And during this time, food is brought over. There's of course there's waffles, and then there's various there's meats and vegetables, but Hugbear, you would know that basically the majority of the food that you see is that it has probably come from somewhere else, as there isn't really a lot of food growth here, as most of the food they get through trade.
Spared no expense, I see.
Corra will make her entrance now. Like she's going to stride in like she owns this place, standing like as tall as possible. And she's not gonna ask for apologies on her lateness or anything. She's just gonna come in and she's going to take her seat.
Making some space for waffles.
Perhaps.
Lana Speaks says, "Oh, this is Corra."
Depends on who's asking.
Nice to meet you, Corra. Corra, you remember that, like, you have worked with this family recently they were the ones that hired you, before you left for Nova Style. And you can tell they're trying to act like this is the first time they're meeting you. Hugbear, you get the same vibe.
A pleasure. That's her response. That's it.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Hugbear. Nice to meet you. You might know me now as one of the many rulers of Nova Style. We're hoping to talk to you about the recent disappearances.
And you see that you see that Shadow Speaks and says, "I have heard of you. I've also heard of you that you came from Juye and spent some time in Snos."
Yeah. You might also have heard that I went back to Juye and overtook the lands.
We heard there was a new person in charge.
Yeah, I put him there.
That was you. You put Duggett, whatever his name was.
Gooey Duck.
Yeah. Gooey Duck. Yeah. Yeah, and it took me about, I don't know, like, it took me about an hour. It was really easy. Just to overthrow a whole government.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Well, we eventually got to be a little bit of a contact with him shortly after he took over, and he doesn't seem to be the brightest bulb of the bunch, of the leaders, but he is certainly straightforward.
Yeah, I made sure he was surrounded by good people. I heard you had some dealings up in Egron.
Yeah, well, let's just say there was political. Let's just say there were political differences, and they sought to have us removed simply because we had a different way of thinking things, as we wanted to be leaders, and they clearly didn't take too kind to it. But they have lost some benefits by kicking us out, and now we can rule Swueb.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you heard, but there was recently some openings there in the Beige family.
We have, but we don't need Egron anymore. We got here.
How does one get here?
Oh, we traversed through the.
No. I mean, how does one become the leader of this place?
Oh, forgive me. Forgive me, but TM 3 steps. We actually met with them as when we first moved in, and we talked, and we told them about our. We asked about their rulership, and they asked us to be the new leaders. Is that correct? And you see, Rudy speaks up, and says, "Yeah, that is true. We talked to them. They did seem pretty nice, and they sit here now as the leaders."
Inside check.
Same. I was about to ask.
Sure.
Was it a nice conversation? Was it a... God damn it. It's a 16, I'll think.
Yeah, I'll take the 16. Disadvantage! No. Let's see, what do we got? 24, 19, 16, 7. Bob get a roll or nah?
No, Bob's cool.
Okay.
Bob trusts everyone.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Who are you all looking at specifically? Who are you specifically inciting?
I was inciting Rudy because of the way he was saying,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
sure, that they were...
Okay, Dearest?
Inciting the pompous fool who's trying to tell us how things went down.
Rudy?
Yeah.
Okay. Hugbear?
I'm looking at the hosts, the ones who invited us, specifically the male.
Okay, Rudy. And then, Corra?
The former ruling party.
Okay. Let's see. What was it? 24, 19?
Well, that'd be the host, right?
Yeah, you're all just looking
Yeah.
at, you're all just looking at Rudy after his last statement. Got you. I'll say that Dearest was the only one who's able to pick this up, but Corra, you do sense there is something slightly off, but you can't put your finger on it. Hugbear, you just think weird, but okay. Takari, you don't pick anything up. But Dearest, you don't believe that the power transition went as smoothly as it claimed to be.
Okay.
You think there's a little more to it.
Can I also do a history check to see if I remember anything from those times? Politically, because I did kind of work and investigate and stuff.
Sure, go ahead. Make a history check. 15.
Not a good one, but I made one.
The move seemed a bit... You don't remember details, but you do recall that it all seemed a bit rushed.
Okay.
Well, with the information that I have, I'm simply going to say, I apologize. I've been out of touch for quite a few years. How long have you been in charge? How long do these negotiations go for?
Sheriff speaks up and says, "Oh, it didn't go very long. It only went, let's see, we moved in many months ago, and we became in power, I would say, 2 weeks later."
It's quite the transition. Normally that kind of transition of power peacefully takes years.
Well, I guess we were the lucky ones.
That's a word for it.
So it's just the people in power get to choose who's in power.
Ruru says, "Well, actually, it's more of as long as a family can keep providing generations, then that family continues to rule, unless this said family either gets overthrown by the people, or what's another way?" You see Lana speaks up, staring at you, Dearest, going, "Or don't have a generation to pass on to."
It seemed even more terrifying, I suppose, with the prospect of people constantly going missing.
Team says, Team speaks up says, yes, it is. This has been a problem for a while now, and we have hired some of the best guards we have to investigate. We have.
Is that why they're kidnapping random people off the street just because they kind of match a description?
Excuse me?
I happened to encounter one of your guards last night, having assaulted and knocked out a random man simply because he kind of matched a description. A vague description, I'd like to point out that I also match.
Is that so? Well, we'll have to talk. We have to talk to some of our investigators and give them a little more than a finger wagging.
As long as people are actually doing their jobs, as opposed to just cleaning up people you don't like, that'd be wonderful.
NAC shows me.
Can't imagine it's easy down here with lack of sunlight. I mean, you were obviously able to procure quite a feast for us, but I've noticed the people don't have such an easy life. What kind of help could Snowfleece potentially give to Swueb Snos?
Well, we know
And why should we?
Well, we would. And you see Shakespeare says, "Well, if you wouldn't mind, we don't seem to have a lot of building supplies, but we have been looking into providing better housings for the citizens here."
A hovel is considered better housing for someone who had more. We've talked around in the town.
And
People would say otherwise.
may I ask who you talked to?
Why does that
It's none
matter?
of your concern.
Well, the place is full of criminals, and you don't know who could be a criminal and who could be a citizen.
And when there are unjust laws, anyone could be considered a criminal, even you.
I beg your pardon. And you see,
You're forgiven.
Team is it's okay, honey. Relax. It's okay.
I start grabbing pancakes just because I don't know how much longer this dinner is going to go.
just put it in your pocket.
Perhaps one city's criminals could be another city's rulers. How quick y'all are to judge.
Or the innocent could be considered guilty.
It just goes silent for a minute.
You said you had your best guards on this, best investigators?
Yes, we do have our best investigators searching for those missing people. In fact, I believe some have reported that you may have noticed too, but they're these weird tentacle-looking creatures that appear every now and then, and it always seems that whenever those weird things appear, a person disappears.
Who is your, would you say, lead investigator? Could we have a meeting with them?
I'm pretty sure you'll probably find him in the tavern, as that's where he spends most of his time off duty.
Peak investigator. Okay. Does he have a name?
look for Charles.
His last name's McDickens, I swear to God.
So glad I wasn't thinking the same thing.
Not where I went.
All right, well, we'll definitely give him our ear. The people are hurting. We're looking to make all of Zykrand better than how we found it. I don't know if you heard in Ashubia, they started doing elections. Just like electing their leaders based on what they could do for the people.
Maybe that's something that could be done here.
Cheryl speaks up and says, "We have heard some quite turnarounds in various regions, such as Ashubia or Druye. I heard there was an insurrection in Jesmium?"
Oh.
I would know.
We had nothing to do with that.
Good thought.
Well, I hope so. As she looks a bit confused from that statement.
You can't prove anything.
Looks even more. Looks a little bit worried.
All little fuzzy as I was a dog at the time.
Jesus.
All little fuzzy. Alright.
You see, TM actually looks at you, Corra, and says, "Forgive me if I seem a little. Have we met before today? You have the. Look at you rings a bell in my head, and I'm trying to put why that is. Have we met?"
Indeed, I'm one of the lucky ones who escaped from here.
Right. Interesting. And he just goes back to his plate.
How's everybody's pancakes?
Don't trust them. I haven't eaten any.
I've eaten like 6 of them.
Corra also hasn't eaten.
Rudy has been just. It's
Cora's like sitting back in her chair with her arms crossed.
Lana hasn't looked like she's touched her plate, and Rudy says, They are really good. They must have made sure they really made sure they didn't really burn them."
These are so good.
Bob has been very slowly cutting up one pancake. She's just been very interested in all the drama going around. So she's like cut off one tiny piece and just barely ate it.
Okay. Takari?
Takari's eaten a little bit, but not a lot.
How long ago did the tentacle thing start showing up?
Rudy speaks up and says, from what I heard, they started appearing, like, I would say, like, when the disappearance started happening more frequently, like I would say 3 months ago. 3 months ago was when they first appeared, and then suddenly people, well, the disappearance started 3 months ago, but it was a month prior that the first sighting occurred.
And nobody's tried to like shoot them out of the sky.
So far, they've just been so far from what I've heard, they've only just been watching, right? And it looks over towards Cheryl, goes, yes, they've only have been watching, but I have high suspicion that maybe they have some involvement with the disappearances.
Well, yeah. They show up. People disappear. It's not hard to.
I'm pretty sure they eat brains.
Oh, is that
It's
what?
like square peg, square hole.
I've read that that's what those kind of creatures do. I don't think we don't want them to be. Do you think that's what they're doing? They're kidnapping people just to simply eat them?
Unless they're trying to experiment on them.
Can't
God.
experiment if you don't have food.
Or maybe they've heard the mental cries of them and have been trying to find a way for them to get out of the city.
You see, team at this point who's been eating has slowly started to stop eating and put his silverware down in the mentions of eating brains. And you see TM speaks goes, well, if you wish, how would you like to do a job for us? If you're interested, you don't have to really speak with Charles. You can just go straight to the source. See to these weird creatures and make sure they don't come back around. And when you come back successfully, we'll pay you handsomely. How does what's a fair price, honey? She goes, oh, I don't know. How about I think we could spare 100,000 gold. And Rudy, who was drinking, just takes a spit take. You have that lying around?
Not surprised they
50,000 per. I usually don't get out of bed for anything less than 125, but I suppose we could
Make a persuasion
take a look
check.
at this.
Make a persuasion check, Hugbear.
Roll it, baby. Nat 20!
You see, ACT's 100,000 per person. So that'll be 500,000 gold pieces when you return after dealing with these creatures.
Well, how does that sound to you, dearest?
But we'll pay you once we see that these disappearances stop. So after you kill them, you let us know when you come back. You stay for a couple days more, and when the disappearances and once we see the disappearances have truly stopped, then we'll pay you.
Well, if the disappearances have nothing to do with these creatures.
Because technically you did say we were getting paid to deal with these creatures, not solve the disappearances.
This is why I shouldn't be negotiating. Okay. We'll discuss that later, but just deal with them. And
Sounds good. We can handle that. Hopefully that does solve the disappearances. We'll also talk to Charles and see if he has any other leads.
You see, Charles says, well, like we said, you don't have to speak to him. You could just skip him.
We're gonna speak to him.
Yeah, I don't want to go in blind.
Is there any other information that you could give us before we just head out?
Information about...
Either any descriptions of the people that have gone missing. Maybe we can try to find them too.
Oh, we have heard that there was a kobold that has gone. Recently, we have heard that a kobold has gone missing, and then, in fact, I think today we have heard that. I think we heard an elf possibly went missing.
What kind of elf?
I believe it was drow. I believe it's what those dark elves are called.
Yes, we are called drow. Giving a pointed look.
Yes, thank you for the clarification. I don't think we got your name.
Dearest.
Well, thank you, Dearest. Interesting name.
I'm Bob.
Well, hi, Bob. Nice to meet you.
I'm not gonna lie this time.
That's good, but I think we should head back and do with some paperwork, right, honey? And he says, yes, let's do with some paperwork. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Rudy and Lana, once again for lovely dinner. Very nice to meet you. Very nice to hang with you, and very nice. And it was very
Hang with you.
Hang.
The word escaped me. To accompany you, and then to be in your.
Oh, I love it.
Fuck it, I'm moving on from that sentence. And and it was very nice to meet you all from Northiosile, and I hope that our trade connections will be very strong.
Indeed.
Well, good
Pleasure meeting you both.
And have a good night. And
Well,
you, as you probably have, in case you're not aware, we have placed a curfew in hopes to countermeasure these disappearances.
oh yeah, good point. If we're on the hunt for, whatever's causing these disappearances, can we get some sort of badge that lets me stay up past 10 o'clock?
We will inform the guard to let you. We'll inform the guards to not worry to see the 5 of you.
Fantastic. Thank you for all of your help.
And thank you for meeting with us.
And they give a bow, curtsy, and they leave the room. And after they leave the door shut, you see Rudy. For what you didn't see was he goes into his ear, pulls out like bits of napkin, as he pulls out from both ears. He goes, "Ah, gosh, he has a unique voice."
Not the only one who
Yeah, I've
knows.
been hit in the head so many times that my hearing's not what it used to be.
Well, lucky you, Hugbear.
I'm sorry, what?
Hugbear.
Thank you for organizing this dinner. Did you know they were sitting on that kind of money?
Honestly, no. We know they haven't been spending much, but we didn't think they'd be sitting on that kind of money. 500,000 gold that they're willing to throw.
Because they're people.
I may have to impart some. I may have to impart some forceful wisdom on them next time I see them. Because that's just not right.
Absurd.
What is your opinion, honest opinion about them?
I mean, they're annoying and awkward. She's annoying, he's awkward.
No, as rulers.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
As rulers, you see them as rulers of your
They are
people.
They are a bit slow. They say that they're gonna do some. They're gonna help the people by doing reconstruction, and they haven't really done that. In fact, I think they just moved people.
They downgraded people.
But it mostly. In fact, I think the only people that really didn't move that weren't forced to move were us, I believe your folks, Corra, along with other people. And then the ones who were mostly moved were, let's see, elves, kobolds, and half-elves too.
You forget that my people are the elves and the half-elves.
I think we'll need to have a conversation with them about possible racism, but
extreme racism.
You think?
We'll have to talk to them later.
Almost systemic. Yeah, we'll have to we'll keep an eye on them and rulership here. Truly, in Ashubia, their democratic system, what they whip together in literally a week, seems to be doing wonders.
I'm sure it's mostly my brother helping out the new king.
How many more brothers do you have? Can
Flex
somebody
the-
come on down and share some democracy?
I've got
I could
brothers
ask-
for that.
During this conversation, Lana just speaks up and goes, "Alright, I can't take it anymore," and looks directly at Dearest and says, "Why are you here? What is your reason? You're not a leader. Why are you here? Why are you back up?"
Why am I back up?
Oh no.
Nobody deserves to be imprisoned.
We can see through your disguise, Wizard's pet.
Wait, are you talking about?
No, she's staring at Dearest.
You were a wizard's pet for long enough that.
Yeah.
You're a wizard's pet. I'm a what?
Oh no!
Rude.
Why did I deserve to be imprisoned?
You know why. You know what you did. And you see Rouge just, honey, there's no need
What
for
I
it."
did?
And she could turn to Rouge, "Are you serious? He killed our son!"
My father killed your son.
That is-
you lying bitch.
That is bullshit. He told us that you were the one that sliced him.
He did. The one that ran away immediately after killing my fiance and locking me in a basement for 50 fucking years.
You are the reason why we have to give up our power. You created this mess.
You did. When you asked me to be born.
You see Rudy at this point, just hands in his head in his hands. Not like crying or anything, just like, why is this happening?
I haven't harmed anyone. I haven't killed anyone. The love of my life was killed in front of my eyes by your son.
No, he would never do such a thing.
He snapped her neck in front of my eyes.
That must have been you. There's no one else who could have done it. There's no way our son could have done that.
I loved her, and she was killed in front of me. And you're trying to say I would do that to someone I cared about, someone I destined to marry.
You were made
that we were going to
kill.
Run away together.
You were only a weapon and nothing else. Rudy speaks up and says, I think it's time we call it a night. I don't want to see this go any further.
A weapon would have come in to kill you. I came in to have dinner. And with that, he's literally just going to walk out.
You see 2 pancakes.
She just darts her head towards Rudy. Rudy picks his head up, sees that she's looking at him, goes, "What?" And she just slaps Rudy in the face, and then storms off. And this is like, Dearest, where do you go, by the way, if I may ask?
Oh, like, whatever way we came in, I'm immediately going that same way out, because that's the only way out I know.
Oh, you leave the building. Okay, cool. This I would say this is like 2 seconds after you've left the building that she slaps Rudy and just storms off, and you can tell she's trying to hold back tears. Rudy just sits and just...
I was unaware of all this.
No. He was right. I had some specialists look into the matter, and well, he's not lying. He did not kill this drow woman that he calls his fiance. What they were able to put together was that they were able to investigate a little more and saw that the way the body was shaped, that she had a broken neck, and the way where he was standing, that there's no way that Dearest committed the crime.
So, does your wife know?
She doesn't want to believe that our son is capable of doing such a thing. Forgive me for her outburst. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't go that way, but...
She lost somebody very dear to her. I guess Dearest coming back was like salt in a wound, or a wound they weren't ready to have reopened. It'll take time.
I would even admit that I haven't fully moved on from this, but I'm more moved on than she is, obviously.
Oh, how could you? Lost his son. But how could he? He lost the love of his life. And was imprisoned for 50 years. Say the city owes him a debt.
I mean, we didn't know what to do, and Dearest's creator suggested to lock him up, and we thought, since he was the creator, he knew better.
Do you know where this creator is now?
No, shortly after he was locked up, he left.
Didn't say where he was going.
No, just said that he had different matters to attend to.
That still isn't right to lock someone up away for that long.
Hopefully, healing and time will heal.
Well, you see how time...
At the end of the day, his name should be cleared.
And just so you know, the only people that know of his existence are the people in this room and the leader of the Thieves Guild. Zarn.
Okay.
So the Strongscars don't know anything about him?
It did take a lot in her to not... It took a lot in Lana to not point that out. So glad she was able to keep that in, at least. If she did that while they were still here, I don't know what they could have done. Now that their ruleship is coming, their bad ways of ruling are starting to come to light.
Do you still have any form of power that you can hold on to? Just for a little bit?
I mean, there are people that hate them more than they hate us. But there are people that there are still people out there there are still people in Snos that like us. Yeah.
We're gonna do this job. See if that money comes true. If they've been hoarding that kind of cash when people are going missing and dying and living the way they've been living in this town, maybe we could do some good. And at that point, maybe we turn this place around.
Like I said, I'll discuss with them.
Okay.
I can't force their hand as they have more power than we do, but the least I could do is help teeter the scale to one side a bit. In the end, it's their choice.
Sure. Well, thank you for dinner. I'm going to pour some syrup into my container that holds liquid for, like, perfectly preserves it.
Okay.
Just, for the road. Appreciate you. And I hope to see you again soon. Corra, Bob, Takari, you good?
Cora's not going to say anything, but she'll walk out with you.
Bob, I like your hair.
Oh, Corra did it.
I see you went with bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a piggy's day. At least not for our people.
Are you leaving?
We should probably go find Dearest.
Yes, sweetheart, we're leaving.
Okay.
And so
We'll probably go to the stables, right? That's probably where he's heading.
And as you guys head off, as the four of you head off towards the general direction of the stables, thinking that's where he is. Dearest, where'd you go?
You're muted.
You just
I forgot I was muted.
It's a common thing.
The ruins of the old house.
Okay. Anything in particular?
He's going to probably fall to his knees in the ash that is now this house. Pick up small piece of like reflective steel or see one on the ground. Let his disguise drop along his face and look at himself with anger and simply say monster before putting it right back up.
All right. After you say that and you stand back up, you hear a voice. You hear a voice if it's from behind you. It sounds familiar. The voice sounds familiar. As the voice goes, "But you're not a monster, dear."
That he's gonna turn around.
Nothing's behind you.
Just keep looking around. Who's there?
No reactions, no nothing. It's just you.
Can I roll a perception or investigation or something?
Sure, roll a perception check. Yeah. You don't see any traces of people near you.
Okay. With that, he's just gonna sigh and start very slowly, hands in his pockets, walking back to the stables where Rio is, and is probably just gonna get on with training.
Okay. And we'll say as you get to the stables, the rest of the party, because there was a conversation after you left.
Yeah.
So we'll say a little bit after you return, we see the four come up to you.
What are you guys doing here?
Well, Hugbear said he thought you'd be here. And you
Came here to
left.
ruin your plans. Just came here to ruin your plans.
We wanted to make sure you were okay.
That.
Fine.
They do know you are innocent. They are aware.
They have a funny way of showing it.
Oh, that's pride. But they are aware. They know you're innocent.
Plus, I don't think they're very smart. I mean, if creepy tentacly creatures showed up in Nofli Asyle, and then a month
We'd kill
later
'em.
people started going missing,
We'd kill him.
I think we would be smart enough to figure that out when it was like the first person. But you know, not everybody's as smart as we
We
are.
do tend to respond quickly to kidnappings.
Mm-hmm.
I may have been kidnapped more than once.
I feel like keeping them from happening is a little bit more important than stopping them when they occur.
Yeah.
At this
That's why
point, we
you
just
kill
use
it.
Takari as bait.
Not bait.
She's got a very kidnapping face.
We just leave you alone sometimes and see where it leads.
You'd think it'd be me because I'm the smallest. I'm fast.
No, there's like this whole damsel thing. Yeah. It's like built into their character.
I may be of royal blood. That doesn't mean I need to be kidnapped all the time.
I don't know.
Takari's our Daphne.
Just because I'm a damsel doesn't mean I'm always in distress.
I'm scared.
I was thinking Princess Toadstool, but all right.
They jumped from 100,000 to 500,000 very quickly.
They have that much money.
I know
They should be feeding their people.
I
Exactly.
know I'm persuasive, but goddamn.
That makes me think that something unjust is happening here. Like maybe they're responsible for the kidnappings.
More than likely, because they are taking care of the people that they don't like, which happens to be elves, half elves, and
Drow.
Which happens to be my family.
Which happens to be someone that I saw last night. Their guards themselves capturing a drow man and taking him away in a cart.
No, I don't want to be too bold, but I do have a theory on all this.
What's your theory?
Oh, maybe they hired the mind flayers. Maybe the mind flayers are picking the brains of anyone who might disagree, and then they pick them up at the end of the day.
And if they're racist towards elves and drow, they're the ones who are suffering the most.
So,
Meaning they're going to disagree the most.
right.
It's a lot of money, though, to put up against the creatures that are feeding you intel, if I am right.
Not if they don't plan to pay it.
Or what are they? If they are not paying in money, then what are they paying with?
Oh, they just don't think we'd succeed in killing the mind flayers. Especially now that they probably know we're coming.
Or they're working with the mind flayers. Mind flayers get food. They just have a targeted source of food. And they're going to pay us to, quote unquote, get rid of them because they're the ones who are hiring them. And then they're going to try and get rid of us.
Or they're hoping that the mind flayers will get rid of us.
Or both?
One or the other.
It's that moment you hear you hear a bell ringing and you hear guards going by saying, "Curfew is close by. Be sure to return to your homes immediately."
Shut the fuck up, you goddamn pricks.
Fuck you, I'm doing my job.
Dearest is in a bad mood, alright?
Look, I got one job in a super town. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
Is it a guard or is it like a town crier?
Town crier.
Wonderful. That town crier just made my cool list. We're good.
As you know, certain characters and certain drama. I get that reference, Kenzie.
Thank you.
Well, knowing that it could be a trap, do we still want to go after it?
Obviously, because we might get some intel.
And are we going tonight in the night when it's dark?
No.
There we go. Mom says no.
Besides, we have a meeting in the morning.
Should probably let the elves take the bait watch this time.
Yeah, that would. At least there's the two of us. Can any of you locate objects to make sure that in case we do go missing, that you can kind of keep an eye on us?
Bob's raising her hand like she's super.
I mean,
Do you have that spell prepared?
Yes.
we got these fancy things where we can talk to each other.
You were given earrings that can communicate.
I know, just in case, in case that gets taken away.
What were we given?
Well, Corra received one. I don't know where the other one.
Takari has the other one.
Takari's the other one.
Oh, okay. Bob wasn't here.
Takari, give yours to Bob. If you and I are gonna be the bait.
Takari will take.
Do I not count here?
No
here.
No offense, dearest. You have not been around long enough for me to trust you with them.
I don't expect you to be trusting me with the earrings. But I was thinking I could be bait, because if their guards are going around saying "fuck Drow."
Yeah, but I was just saying it because she can't have the earring because both of us are going to be there, and I'm keeping it. They're my earrings.
Takari will hand over the other earring of message to Bob.
Okay. So
in the morning, we can deal with everything after that. Bob, you're going to meet your grandfather.
All right, so Takari, take earring of message off of your inventory, and Bob, add earring of message to your inventory.
I don't know if Bob's ears are pierced.
Takari says,
I can do that for you. Pulls out a knife.
I'll pull out my hidden dagger.
all you really need is a needle and a potato.
Yeah, I don't have either of those things on me.
A needle, I get. Potato?
My grandmother literally had my mother pierce her ears with a needle and a potato.
Huh.
You put the potato behind your ear.
So you don't stab the head, yeah.
God, that's what it's for. Okay.
And then you get a piece of ice.
Decorating the
and
potato?
you numb
here?
the
What the fuck?
area.
Yeah, basically.
Like a piece of ice, and you numb the area until it's completely cold. And then you go, whoop.
Got you, I
was a
understand.
delinquent.
I
And,
understand.
you need a string too. You put the string through the needle, and then you put it through and tie it, and then you can spin it to let it heal and stuff.
Got you, okay.
Because you know how you're supposed to let the earring spin.
Or go to a piercer and get it done properly.
And sanitarily, you mean?
Yep. With a hollow needle like you're supposed to do.
Now, Dearest,
Anyway.
what would you do if you got kidnapped?
Well, I'd wait until I get the information that I want, then probably burn the ropes that I'm tied in, or melt the chains, turn myself invisible, and fly away.
Takari,
Oh.
what did you do when you were kidnapped?
Well, try to escape.
That the case.
Takari.
I tried to escape by using a spell to unlock the thing, but the stupid whatever he was kind of dispelled my spell.
Dearest, if they try to dispel your spell, what are you going to do?
I always have a weapon on me, so I cut my way out. Or use one of the very many little toggles I have on my shirt to pick the lock. If there's a lock to tie me up with, if it's considering they'd need one for chains, then I turn myself invisible and fly away. After killing everyone.
Cool. I think we leave Dearest to be the bait then.
Okay. Dearest, I need something that you can easily hide, or that can't be taken off of you, so I can look at it, just in case I need to locate you.
Hang on a second. What does he have?
That's how I found Takari. I found Takari by looking for her bow and arrow stuff, because I look at that all the time, because I'm always walking behind her.
He is going to take off his signet ring and hand it over to Bob.
Bob's gonna look at it and memorize it, so she can do her locate spell in case he gets kidnapped.
Okay.
And she's gonna hand it back.
Okay.
Can we change out of our fancy attire so that way we are not like?
He didn't change.
You guys are still you guys are still in your clothes, and curfew is coming close. Ting ting, get back into your homes. Curfew is coming soon.
I'm allowed to be out.
Yeah, we
Takari's
have...
gonna go quickly change into her traveling clothes, like with
Bob will
the.
go with her.
And then when she's done, she'll come back to the group.
Bob's gonna go with
I just
her
hang my
and do that.
I just hang up my cool furs in the stable. I'll be back for these. Well, when everybody's back, what's the plan? Prowl, hide. See if we see any activity in the streets and then confront it.
Stay away from me because they're probably going to be able to track your thoughts, meaning that you basically just wait. If we don't show up at dawn, you know we've been taken.
Where is our meetup place in case we get lost or?
The Thieves Guild.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, sounds good. Maybe Bop and Takari go together. Corra and I can split up a little bit, and we kind of triangulate around where Dearest is at.
Very well.
Alright, you guys stay close to me.
If you can keep up with me.
She like
I think
just
the
glares
plan
at her.
is
At a short
I
joke.
think the plan is to kind
No,
of like dip and dodge through the alleyways and whatnot, and kind of stay maybe 100 feet apart from each other, with Dearest in the middle. That makes sense.
Just don't think about me.
Oh, it's so hard.
You're so dear to us.
That was
Everybody
bad.
think about something gross. Let's go.
I have plenty.
If you're planning to get kidnapped, think about how you want to fuck over the kingdom.
Oh, that's
Okay.
How horrible those fucking pompous bastards were.
So Bop is going to stealth.
Okay, so
Delphin.
let's see if I gathered this plan correctly. So so you're using. Okay, we'll get to stealth rolls later, Corra. Calm down, okay? We all know you can stealth.
roll.
Okay. I said we
I
get to
rolled-
it, not yet.
I rolled low, guys. It's
Well,
fine.
No,
Yeah.
what? No, the people that are elven of any sort of elven should not be stealth because they want to be seen to be kidnapped.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So-
I was more doing it for the shits and giggles.
So if I understand, so hold on. So using Dearest as bait, everyone
Dearest
else,
and Takari.
Dearest and Takari as bait. Hugbear,
Yeah, I'm
Corra,
only half seas.
Hugbear, Corra, and Bop are going to
Only half bait.
hide in the alleyways, forming a triangle. They're gonna be on their own. They're gonna be separated, those three, while Dearest and Takari are gonna be used as bait to attract guards.
Either guards or whoever taking people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to be together or separate?
Separate.
Separate.
Good to know. Okay. Okay, now that we got that figured out, so Dearest and Takari are not stealthing. I need Bob and Hugbear to roll stealth, since Corra already rolled fucking stealth.
And Bob is staying closer to where Takari is, and the other two are going to be closer to where Dearest is.
Gotcha.
And 25 is your suck.
I rolled a 3, so 25.
Oh.
Alright, so... Okay, allow me...
Can I use an inspiration and try that again?
If you want.
I do. Ah, son of a bitch.
So you keep the 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure I got...
Because it didn't work, I'm going to use one of my inspos from my nemesis, Spade.
Okay.
He knows what he did.
Alright. And so, night... So now we approach nighttime, and it's at this point, everyone else has returned to their homes. You come to the dark, empty streets. I'm assuming everyone here has dark vision?
Yep.
Does Dearest have dark vision?
Nope.
Got you. Okay. Good to know.
He's walking around like this. Like, barely anywhere there's no light, he's like...
Wait, how does he not have dark vision?
Reasons.
Raisins.
And so, why don't... Alright, so it's just so I remember. So we have Dearest and Takari being used as bait, separated, they're separated. And then we have Bob sneaking around Takari, and we got Hugbear and Corra sneaking around Dearest.
Yeah, kind of triangulated, but yeah.
Got it. Okay. How far away do Dearest and Takari go? To where you don't see each other, or do you try to keep each other within eye sight?
I was gonna go opposite direction.
Got you. Okay. And so why don't we do this? Let's have Dearest and Takari roll perception checks. Dearest, you roll a disadvantage because you can't see.
Okay.
Mine's just a normal roll.
Yeah. Fucking okay. 19 and yeah. Disgusting. 19 and 25. Okay. I would also.
Hey, it's still lower than my passive perception. Okay.
Yep. I would like Hugbear, Corra, and Bob to wait. Hold on. Don't do anything. Give me a second. I need to think.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Dearest.
Yep.
Pick high or low.
Low.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Good to know. We'll start with you then. So those who are sneaking near Dearest, I need to roll perception checks as well. So Hugbear and Corra.
Shit.
Damn.
Okay, so both of you see this interaction. Dearest, you see, despite stumbling around the darkness, eventually you can catch. You start to be aware. You not going off by sight. You go based off of feel. You get an idea as to where you are in town, and you hear footsteps, heavy footsteps. What sound to be metal feet or shoe wear coming towards your starting to come from your direction. You see a bit of light also coming from your direction.
He's gonna walk towards it, obviously.
Okay, and as you get, you see there are 2 guards.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 soldiers out, and you see they each hold a torch, and they look in you. They seem to be looking, and then they look towards one of the torches. Looks towards you, goes, "Hey, what are you doing out?"
Walking?
You're not supposed to be out.
Okay, and?
Why are you out?
I just told you I'm walking. Have you never had a big meal that you need to digest? Walking's supposed to help with that. It helps move the food through your system so that way you can process it better.
Look, I'm too tired for this. Just, what's your name?
Iron.
Iron?
Yes, sir. Iron.
Make a deception check for me.
I don't have to. Think.
You lying?
All right. Make a persuasion check.
All right.
Okay. I'm just gonna do something here. Okay. They both like one seems to be they're sensing something, but they can't put their tongue on it. The other one is just like, okay, Iron. Again, I don't care if you're trying to move the food. You're not supposed to be out. It's curfew.
Okay.
So because you're out, we're going to have to ask you to come with us.
I don't know if I want to do that. I've heard all these things about people getting kidnapped lately. I don't know if I really want you guys to kidnap me.
How can we know that you're not the one that's kidnapping people?
Could I know that you're not the one that's kidnapping people?
You start to see one of them is slowly reaching for the sword, for the hilt of their sword.
Oh, now you're gonna attack me for questioning you. I see how it is.
Just come with us to the jail, spend the night there, possibly the day. Things don't have to get messy.
I don't trust you guys.
And we don't trust you either, so come with us.
That's not how that works. I don't trust you, you don't trust me, so we go our separate ways.
They've been slowly approaching you.
Okay.
I would say at this point they're about 10 feet away from you.
Alright.
Just come with us to the jail.
No, I'm good. If you'll excuse me, I'm on my walk.
We're not asking.
Oh, so you're forcibly taking me. Am I being detained?
Yes, since you are...
For what cause?
For being out on curfew.
Come here real quick.
They one... As one of them approaches, the other one slowly starts to draw... It gets ready to draw the sword.
He is going to whisper, I'm literally out here trying to catch the kidnappers. I just got back from the Pale Cuts and whatever the name was, I forget their name. But from that dinner. And they literally gave us permission in order to go. My actual name is Dearest. I'm going on a hunt for these kidnappers. Try not to blow my cover.
The soldier you whisper to leans back a bit, goes back to his partner. You hear whispers. We were informed.
Stop talking. If you know, you know. Keep walking. Do not think of it.
Sorry to disturb you. Have a good evening. And the two just walk past you and keep going.
Gonna keep walking. Thinking of ways that I would bring down this entire kingdom.
Okay. Cool.
And he has a lot of creative ideas.
We'll leave you to that. Takari. You, with your, 25 perception? Yeah, 25 perception. You are near the area of the tavern, I'll say. Bob, are you there? She's probably getting food.
Up is starting pizza.
Gusty crab pizza. You, Takari, you can see, but you hear. You're more near where the stables are, where you all made the plan. Then you hear. You do hear a bit of scuffling going on the other side of the tavern.
Is it just bar noise, or is it...
It doesn't seem to be coming from... It's either coming from the far side or from something else.
Can I send my cat to go investigate that part?
Sure. You send your cat over?
Yeah. Just to see what he can find.
Alright. Why don't you go ahead and make that... Why don't you go ahead and roll me a... Are you going there too, or just the cat?
Takari will follow him, but kind of back a little, not too close.
Okay, why don't you roll a perception check for me for your cat?
Okay.
Nine. You see they go on ahead. As you slowly, they sort of quietly rush ahead, and you're slowly walking. You're about halfway to the other side where the cat, comes back to you, and basically gives you looks of didn't see anything.
She'll give him a head scratch and then keep going and just stay in the middle of the light so where Bob can kind of see her.
Okay, Bob, make a perception check for me. To see if you
Okay.
To see if you see this happen. 17. Yeah, you do see Takari going off. And you follow. Takari,
keeping a close eye.
And Takari, you eventually get to the other side, and you see there's this, and you go over and you see there's this alleyway. You see there's a house, and then there's the alleyway that is between this house and the tavern.
Does it look like there's anybody back there, or?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Not persuasion.
15. You don't see. You don't. Excuse me. You don't. You don't see anyone. But you look over. But you think something's off with the house.
Is there any distinct characteristics that I can make out with the house?
The door, you look over the, you look over the door and you see that it is not fully closed.
That screams nope for me, but playing bait. So, can Takari cast Gust, which is a cantrip, kind of push the door open?
How much can it push?
Let me see. It just says range is 30 feet.
Can you post it in the chat?
On a momentum portfolio.
Okay. 1 medium or straight that you choose must succeed. Okay, if it's powerful enough that can... Oh, that weighs no more than 5 pounds. Okay. Sure. You cast Gust, and the door opens into the house.
Anything in particular with the house? Or the inside of it, anyway?
Are you gonna go inside?
No, I'm just seeing what I can see for right now.
Make another perception check then.
Okay.
Nothing catches your eye. At least from where you are. Standing, like, away from the door, trying to look inside the house.
Trying to think of what I want to do next. Takari's gonna kind of whisper to her cat Fionor to find the others if you can. If I don't get back, that thing.
Okay.
And she's gonna.
Okay, so you're not telling them to leave now. You're just waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the cat gives a little bit of a nod and sits.
And she's gonna edge a little closer to the door frame. Or the door of the house.
Okay. Now you got a closer look at the door. You notice that the lock was... You could tell the lock was messed with.
As in someone kind of tampered with it, or...
The lock looks broken.
Oh, okay. We're gonna quietly poke my head in to make sure, like, in the doorway.
Alright.
Like, not fully going in, but she's, like, trying to investigate with her eyes.
Okay. Sure, just poking your head and make an investigation check.
Papa's just kind of watching from her stealthy, like this. This is why she gets kidnapped.
16. Looking around the room, you see this place could use a lot of repair by the looks of it. And you look and you see that there are furniture that could definitely be replaced. You also see that you see there's also there is a broken table with a weird, there's an object that you can see, we can't quite tell what it is, and that is what you can gather from just looking inside.
Takari's gonna step inside a little bit farther in.
Okay.
To take a look at that object.
Okay, are you just walking in?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk into the house. Where do you go? To that table?
To the table, yeah.
Okay. You approach the table, you look at the object, and you notice that it is a broken lantern. And from looking around, make me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
You feel there's something up with this place, but you're having a hard time understanding why.
Could I see if there was like either a fight in the house or could it? Does it look like there was a fight that happened?
Holy shit! We just got raided.
Hi, Raiders.
Sorry, we're gonna step away from this a little bit. Hi, W Show. Welcome. Thank you for the raid.
Welcome in.
We are currently.
Hey, kids.
Just put that in. Ooh, you two are playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm not wearing pants.
Damn, the secret's out.
I'm just wearing.
That's not all that's out.
Oh.
Wait, don't say that.
Yeah. So.
Can I just say to that though? Oh my.
Oh my. W Show, thank you.
What else does the W Show mean, if not the Wang Show?
Wow.
Winner, maybe, or wiener.
Just wrapped up our D&D. Just
The
wanted to continue the
wiener
party
show.
vibes. Well, thank you so much for entrusting your audience to me. Very much appreciated, and I hope Infinite here doesn't scare you away.
No.
Welcome.
All in jest.
So, for just to keep just catch up, everyone. The party's currently investigating the town at night, and Takari is investigating a house. That was sort of what your intelligence check was for, to see if you could put pieces together based on just looking around. You do think that this table break was you do believe this table was broken through more aggressive means than just falling apart, but you can't determine when this happened.
Okay. Is there any other rooms in this house or on this level?
You look around. This is like a, it's a 1-floor building. and you just see again, there's the table, the furniture, and then you also see in the and you see there's a in one sort of like snugged up corner is a bed.
Is there anybody in that bed?
No.
Okay.
And I will also say that along your make another perception check for me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, cool. You don't see it.
Okay.
Not much you can gather from this.
With that, Takari's gonna start trying to make her way out.
Out of the house?
Out of the house.
Through the way you came?
Yeah, through the way it came.
Okay. And you walk out of the house.
She's gonna kind of pick up DNR and just kind of keep walking in the middle of the street.
Okay, and eventually, as you're walking, you come across two guards, and they go, "Hey, you're not supposed to..." Wait, hold on. Name?
Should I give it? Unless you already know of it.
Nofli Salam, presuming?
Maybe.
Never mind, keep going. And they just keep walking.
So disappointed we're outing ourselves and they can't kidnap anyone.
And I will... So, how long does this investigation go, by the way?
Until something happens, I guess.
Okay, in that case. Hours go by and you don't notice it. Yes?
I was gonna say, Dearest probably makes the connection a little bit later that he realizes he probably shouldn't have outed himself and let himself get taken by the guards. So as he is walking, he is going to shift what he looks like in the hopes that he can encounter different guards.
Okay.
His I guess high elf form.
Okay. And why don't you make a deception or persuasion check for me?
Okay.
Whichever way you want to go about this.
I mean, they're exactly the same, so I'll go deception, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you eventually do run into another set of guards, and you... Oh, what is your goal in this disguise? To
At this point, I'm gonna, pretend to gonna try and piss him off, I guess, technically, without getting my ass beat.
Okay.
I'm trying to get kidnapped at this point, so.
Okay. You do run into a few guards, and they go, "Hey, these are different guards," and he goes, "Oi, you're not supposed to be out here."
I get that. I'm looking for my friend. He was taken last night. I don't know where he's at, but I'm trying to find him.
Okay. Look, I very much appreciate your enthusiasm. I understand you don't want I understand you care for your friend. But you're not supposed to be out, so we're going to ask you to come with us.
All right. Well, like where to? Like, are you taking me back to?
We're taking you to the jailhouse. You're gonna.
All right. Can I at least give a description of him? Maybe you guys can help.
We can talk when we get there.
All right.
And
just gonna follow them willingly.
Okay. And you follow them, and yeah, they take you to the jailhouse. They put you in one of the few. In the prison cells, in the prison cells they have here, they just have they mostly they have like a few. They have like maybe 3 big cells that like they can store multiple people in.
Mm-hmm.
And they put you in one of those jails and one of those cells, and one of them goes, okay, you said you wanted to give it a description of your friend.
Yeah, and he's gonna give a description of the drow he saw last night in the cart.
Okay, and okay, are you looking for a reaction?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm also just trying to throw them off balance with that too.
Okay, okay. Once we'll cross this with any missing persons that we know, and we'll ask you, and we'll let you know on that.
All right, I appreciate it. When do I get out of here?
In the morning.
All right, fine.
And Hugbear.
There's a wasp in my room.
Oh, goody. Keep it away from me. Hugbear and Corra, you just see Dearest change form, run into some guards, follow the guards back to the jailhouse, go inside. You see one guard walk out, and eventually see another guard walk out. Dearest doesn't seem to be coming out.
Well, that's one way to get rid of them. No, I'm just kidding. Well, we can either... Should we keep guard on the old jailhouse, make sure he's not taken from there?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably best for at least one of us, too.
You got an eye on Takari? Or Bop?
Bop has the eye on Takari. I can contact Bop if you wish. No, I'll use the earring and contact Bop with just a, like, hey, how are things going over there? Dearest is in jail.
Not having anyone explain to her what the earring did. But
I said it was an earring of message. I said it. What it did.
He's gonna look around and be like,
Bop, okay, so you weren't there, but Bop was there when we got them.
Okay, Bop was there. Okay, never mind. Bop's gonna say Takari went into this house. I don't know if she's coming back.
Does she know that's how she gets kidnapped?
But Bop, you do see Takari eventually walk. You do see Takari walk out of the house.
Oh, she came out.
Hugbear, Takari's going into random houses. Anything else happened tonight?
What? It's like they are a kidnap magnet.
Do you want to talk to Bop?
Do we want...
Bop, one second. I'm putting Hugbear on the line. That's Hugbear the earring.
Why does Takari just go in a house?
Bob, as you're seeing Takari leave the house, why don't you make a perception check for me?
Oh, perception. I'm so bad at that. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking fantastic. I'm bad at that.
You will take that. Alright.
Did I lose sight of her? Is she gone? Did she poof? Did I lose Takari? Oh no.
You keeping it?
No, I'm gonna... Oh, come on.
It's not horrible.
I'm gonna roll again. I can't.
Okay. You don't lose sight of Takari. But carry on.
Carry on our conversation? Or...
Yeah, carry on with your conversation.
Oh, that's bad. Okay.
No, carry on, my wayward son.
There'll be peace when you are done.
No, carry on. And though you should have gone and leave me.
Ow, my heart. Anyway.
Your memory will carry on.
Bob's gonna be like, okay, she came back out. Are we rescuing him from jail, or...
I mean, where's he gonna go?
I don't know. I mean, if it was any one of y'all, we would rescue him.
Is there a reason Takari just went in the house?
I think she was investigating it. Or she was just breaking and entering and the neighborhood has gone to her head.
It's gone to
She's
her.
royalty. She thinks she can just go anywhere she wants. Okay. Great. We are by the police house. Do we want to meet up or should we come to you?
I'm not exactly sure where we are, but I think we could probably find the jailhouse from if we wanted.
Hugbear lets out a caw real loud. Did you hear the caw?
Can I use my ears?
Bob, perception check with advantage.
Ho, my ears.
19. Yes, you do hear a caw. It's weird for a bird to be down here.
Follow the caw.
She's gonna be like, yeah, I heard you. Let me go get Takari.
Takari's hoping to find more guards, realizing that she almost forgot the plan.
But Guap's gonna walk over to Takari and like tap her on the shoulder.
Not
Hi.
realizing that anybody's there, she's gonna like look
Fight.
slowly.
TPK. TPK.
And then she looks down and sees Bob. She's like, "Oh, okay. Don't sneak up on me. I almost stabbed you. What do you need?"
Dearest got arrested, and we're gonna go meet up with them and see what the next part of the plan is.
Okay. I thought he got kidnapped already?
Well,
Or was he just taken?
The guards took him. I don't
There
know.
was also the weird house that you probably saw me going into.
What was weird about it?
It looked like it was broken into, and like there might have been a fight.
Bob's gonna start.
Following the caw. Bob.
She's gonna send back to Hugbear. I'm gonna go look at the house she looked at real quick, and then we'll follow the caw.
Can you throw up a caw? Can we find you?
I could try.
Or, I don't know. Some way I can find you in this town?
Can't you wild shape?
Who, me? Yeah.
Don't waste a wild shape.
Bob's gonna like throw her head back and feeling a little strange is gonna go caw.
Hugbear, make a perception check.
Fuck. Yeah. This is how we should.
I would
watch
also
out
like
all
to
the
listen to the caw
yeah,
because I
sure.
feel like Hugbear's
Sure, go
doing
ahead.
the caw for a reason.
17.
You hear it.
Caw.
Guys,
What do you
I
think?
literally just start.
You hear it too.
I just start walking down the middle of the street in Bob's direction.
Yeah, we head that way.
Could call all the way back to the weird house and stand on the front porch of it, or outside the steps of it. I don't know if there's a porch.
You're gonna attract every guard in town.
Caw.
I'm right here. You don't have to do that anymore.
Oh.
Suddenly 10 guards appear. No.
Takari, why did you break into this house?
I didn't. It was already open.
You still.
Bop, gonna cook.
You might not have done the breaking part of breaking and entering, but the second part's still a crime.
Entering is a crime?
Well, I think there's already
Without
been a crime.
permission.
I think there was already a crime that was committed here.
Corra and Hugbear may. So you wait. Where are you guys now?
We're all in
Outside
front
the
of
weird
the house.
In
house.
front of the house. Corra and Hugbear make history checks.
This is her father's house.
Hugbear, you know nothing.
Hello, Jon Snow.
Corra, you visited his house not too long ago.
Oh, god damn it. I'm gonna go in the house.
Corra. Bop's gonna follow. Where are we?
I'm gonna stealth and go in the house. Correction.
Entering.
Corra disappears in thin air.
She's like, Corra entering. Oh.
Let me investigate when I go inside so I can see
Go
what's
ahead,
going on.
investigation check. Oh yeah, there was. You investigate. You look at the. You see the. You look into the room. You recognize. You recognize the table in which you sat and the lantern that was there to give off light. You would think that you were gonna run into, and you would think that you were gonna have to weave around some bottles, but you look and you see all the bottles are kind of gathered into one space.
Are there footsteps? Does it look like he walked out of here on his own?
You see one pair of footprints, and then you see two other pairs that come from the main entrance heading in, and then you see at one point the foreign footprint, the two pairs of footprints given the main entrance start to appear more, and they seem to go off in a back entrance.
I'm gonna follow the footprints.
Okay. Alright, and you step out of the house. Make a perception check for me. Yeah, and you follow these footsteps and you keep going. Eventually, you follow them and you keep following them. They seem to be dodging around alleyways, going through alleyways, and until eventually you see the footprints go. As you follow, you look up and you stop walking as you realize these footsteps seem to be leading. That these footprints lead to the establishment of the Strongscar.
I'm gonna let out a caw.
Oh my god, there's birds everywhere. Yeah, I follow the caca. I go to the back of the house.
Alright.
Takari will follow Hugbear.
Why don't you guys make perception checks for me? The four of you.
Okay.
Three of you. That's right, Dearest is not here.
Before Bob leaves the house, she can cast detect magic too.
Oof.
You don't see or sense shit. Bob, you were so focused on casting the spell, you open your eyes, everyone's gone.
Frack.
Uh,
Kaka!
as for the two of you, Takari, you have a hard time, but eventually you just follow Hugbear, as Hugbear knows where he's going.
Takari was following Hugbear anyway.
Takari, as you're leaving, you start to hear the sad cause of Bob. It's still inside the house.
Takari will send her cat Fionor to go get Bob to have him show her where to go.
Okay. And the cat runs into the house, pokes at you, and starts running away.
Oh, kitty. Oh, she's following.
All right. Have the cat roll perception check for me.
Perception check?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Gotta go back to the cat stats.
And plus, I'm gonna check something here real quick. As you're doing that.
I got left alone. I'm gonna get kidnapped. Only person that can locate other people.
Do it at advantage.
Okay. For the cat stat?
Yeah. 15. They follow your smell, and Bob, you eventually meet with the group.
You left me.
Bob, we have a whole series of Kakas.
Kaka!
I was concentrating.
We follow the Kakas.
And you were all like, keep your mind blank so that they don't know what's going on.
Takari's gonna pick up Takari's gonna pick up her cat and kind of set him on her shoulder. As where he usually sits.
Okay. So you guys
follow the Kakas. Think about your biggest poop. That's literally the only two things you gotta do down here to survive. Follow Kaka. Think of your poop.
And so you guys find yourselves outside of the Strongscar estate.
Corra, what'd you bring us here?
They took him here.
Who took him here?
Took who?
Your grandfather. They took him here.
How do we know for sure?
Because I tracked it here.
Why him?
Why make him destitute in the first place?
Because he's a dirty knife here.
Are we gonna go inside and get him back?
We're gonna go cause a scene, my dear.
Should we go get Dearest first?
Probably.
I don't know if we have the time to spend on doing that.
Anyone want to make a survival check to see how much time we have left?
I'll do it.
Yeah, is there blood or anything along this trail?
Dirty 20.
You can make a perception check. Dirty 20, you can tell that curfew is not far away from ending. You don't see any blood.
Curfew is not far from ending, so I don't know if you wanna at least go get him.
I don't trust this family.
Could Takari use sending and tell him to break himself out?
I mean, I do have that spell left for one more time.
You could do that.
Otherwise, I can cast message as cantrip, but he won't be able to reply.
I mean, he doesn't need to reply. You can just tell him to break out.
And then come here. Wherever here is.
Hugbear is going to put his hand on Corra's shoulder, and his echo is going to pop out and just start running towards the guardhouse using, because I can use Echo Avatar, transfer my consciousness into my Echo and have him go up to 1,000 feet away. So I'm basically going to have him run up to the jailhouse, like if there's bars or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty tall. He's just going to be like, hey, like doing this. Like, let's go.
Dearest, you look outside one of the windows.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, and you see this. You see
This big boy.
what looks to be Hugbear, but blue hinge and see-through.
And I'm doing like the full Steve Martin, Three Amigos. Look up here! Look up here! Look up! Look up! Look up!
Well, obviously he's gonna look.
I'm gonna pretend like I can break through the bars. Grr, grr.
Just gonna give the thumbs up, trying to remain as quiet as possible.
Okay.
While he's been in there, though, he's going to be keeping an eye out for those same guards that he dealt with the other night.
Okay. Make a perception check for me. There is one guard in this whole building, and he seems to be like at the desk that's sort of the front. And you look at it at an angle, and you can tell that this guard is not only one of the guards you ran into the previous night, but is slightly sleeping on the job.
Do I want to fuck with him? Hang on 1 second. I have an idea. Damn, I don't have it. Okay. Oh well. Well, what he is going to do is just wait. Sleeping Beauty, over here.
The fuck do you want?
Yeah, I'm wondering. Have you seen my friend?
Who?
A drow. I saw him a couple nights ago, but I haven't been able to see him. He's been missing.
If he's been missing, then no, I have not seen him.
You seem very sure about that. You sure? He's going to describe in detail the drow he saw him carting off the other night.
Yes, I am certain that I have not seen this drow. Now shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep.
You're lying.
The fuck do you mean?
So who's asking you to kidnap people?
Kidnap? Excuse me?
He's going to shift back into his normal form. Who's asking you to kidnap people?
Wait, normal form.
Yeah, while he's looking as a drow, yeah.
So, I'm sorry, are you a drow now?
He's a drow.
Okay, back to the form you were left the previous night.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And
What he's normally shown as, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I got confused for a bit.
You're good.
And you see, he scuffles back a bit. What the shit?
Magic, it's not that uncommon. Now, who's asking you to kidnap people? Because that is the exact man that I saw you carting off the other night. So where is he? And why did you take him?
Make a intimidation check for me.
Meh.
You keeping it?
Can I use an inspiration?
You can.
That's what it's
Fuck.
for, baby.
I should have said no.
Hell!
Yeah, he okay. Look. I was just told I'm new to this job, okay? I was just told to take this cart over to the leader's estate. I did not know what was inside that cart until that cart was given to me. They told me to shut the fuck up about it or I would die.
Who did?
Some of the other guards. You saw I wasn't alone, right? The other guard that was...
I saw.
He... Honestly, whatever the fuck is going on, I'm not liking it.
Me and my companions are trying to change it. Let me out.
And he goes, I forgot that I'm the only one here. And opens the door, okay. Go.
Curfew almost over? Or we still got a ways to go?
It's not that far. It's not that far from being over.
Got anyone relieving you?
Yeah, not
Personal question.
yeah. Someone's gonna take my spot eventually.
After curfew? Or shortly before?
After curfew.
Okay. Then in that case, you let me go, and we won't go with the "I knocked you out" story.
Okay. You know what? Hold on. It's gotta be realistic. Just come on.
And with that, I'm assuming unarmed strike.
Yep. Roll with advantage.
All right. Wow.
Are you going to
It's meant to be.
You keeping him?
He's
Yeah.
not moving. You're aiming for his face.
Yeah.
And yet you still miss.
Well, armored face.
And with that, he's doing that, and then he's going he's gonna play it off like he intended that.
Okay. Make another strike with advantage. There you go. Okay.
Attaboy.
So you swing, you miss, and he goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And lights out, and I'll give you that natural 20. I'll say that he just falls back into the seat in a perfect posture you want him to be in.
Perfect. All right.
Hugbear, you look at the bars, you see his exchange, and you just see him clock a man with his elbow.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And with that, he's going to be walking his way out and following this blue spectral Hugbear.
Okay, and as you follow him to meet up with the rest of the group, this is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Damn it.
Damn it!
We're past the 4 hours, guys. But I asked people
Oh, that's a
to.
good spot.
Yeah, this was good, guys.